while Gen 2s are the smaller black and white variety. Both are common around the subantarctic islands. Our penguin enclosure simulates the subantarctic replaced. This process is called molting. Unlike other birds, penguins must molt all their feathers at once in order to
Yakınına getiren yok
It's still done by building large snow mounds, tunnels, and even the occasional snowman. We also present novel objects such as soccer balls and frisbees for them to investigate.
I'll just loosen your harness for you so you can walk.
Bu sefer de Sevda kuleden atlayacak. Ayakkabılarının bağlarını kontrol ediyor. Çok heyecanlıyız şimdi. 192 metre.
Ve artık çok alıştım 15 metreden sonra.
Evet, Sevda 15 metreden sonra alıştı, bu hafif gelecek. Atom karınca gibi oldu ha. Daha geliyor.
Okay, that's so easy. Yeah. I'm just super nice. Gördün mü? Çok çabuk attım.
Nasıldı ikincisi?
İkincisi daha güzel. Neden biliyor musun? Ters atıyorsun. Çok susadım.
Uzaydan gelen sevda.
Bir daha atlayacağım ben.
Ya. Geyser'in başındayız. Geyser her gün saat 10 çeyrekte fışkırıyormuş.
About the Lady Knox geyser this morning. Now, before I add the soap-like substance to the geyser, I'm just going to explain to you all of how the geyser erupts this morning. So underneath the geyser, there are actually two chambers of water. There is a cold chamber of water, and also right below there is a hot chamber of water as well. The temperature of that hot water is reaching over 150 Celsius. So what's actually stopping that boiling water erupting out of the geyser is the cooler water that is above it, and that's around about 90 Celsius. Now what I'm actually adding into the geyser is a surfactant. Now a surfactant is a biodegradable soap. So when I add that into the geyser, it breaks the surface tension in that cooler water. That makes all the cold water to break into the hot water chamber. As soon as those two different temperatures meet, the water turns into steam and expands. And it just expands to a point that it just has to erupt. The geyser would erupt naturally on its own, but its cycle would be somewhere between 24 hours to 72 hours. It'd be somewhere between those times. So now I'm just going to add the few pieces to the geyser. Now I'm just going to tell you a little bit about Waitapu. Back in 1901, New Zealand had its first open prison, and that was actually here at Waitapu. Its main objectives were to bring all the prisoners from the area, and these prisoners were told to work off their time as well. So they were told to cut the light bush and shrub, and to build roads, and also plant all the pine trees in this area. As you could imagine, it would have been a very dirty job. So some of the prisoners actually came down here to the geyser, but at that stage, the geyser was flat. So they were sitting around the hot water spring, and they were washing their clothes. One of the prisoners dropped his bar of soap into the spring, changed the surface tension in the water, and made an eruption. So soon enough, all the clothes went flying skywards, they rained back into the shrub. And when they came back to the spring, they all decided to have a little bit more fun with it. They placed rocks around the base of the spring to enhance its eruption. Now there is a mineral that's in the water called silica, and that's giving the geyser the white cone-shaped appearance we see now. Now the geyser's been erupting daily. It can reach up to heights of 20 metres, and the eruption, it normally lasts for around about an hour. And during that hour's eruption, around about 25,000 litres of water actually come through the geyser. It looks like we've got a bit of a breeze here today, so if the geyser does spray into the crowd, don't worry, time it lands into the crowd, it's quite cool. It'll just be a bit soapy, so if you missed out for your shower this morning, it's a bit of a treat. It looks like the geyser's about to erupt any moment, so I hope you enjoy your day here with us at Waitapu Thermal Wonderland, and I hope you have a nice day, and thank you.
Burada volkanik sıcak sular akıyor. Sülfür kokusu var gelen buharda.
I don't know. I wasn't going to get you.
This is a sulfur.
Wow, kaynayan bir yer daha. Her tarafta kesif bir sülfür kokusu var. Hafif hafif rahatsız ediyor insanı. Sarı gözüken kenarlarda sülfürmüş. Yeşile çalanlar başka bir çeşit. Koloidal sülfür. Beyazlar silika. Kırmızı kahverengi demir oksit. Siyah olanlar sülfür ve karbon. Mor henüz görmedik ama o da manganez oksit.
Let me get your picture here of you.
Hadi çabuk.
Sen çekeceğim mi bakalım? I've got some crazy pictures.
And then you just have to chuck an egg in or vegetables.
Yeah.
Well, it's not really okay because we're a bit end, guys.
Yeah.
Kaynayan çamurların olduğu bir göle geldik. Mud pool. Kaynayan çamurlar.
No, but look, it's all closed all the way out there.
Out of school. Ow! What? I said to the teacher. What the hell?
Here, it's warm here. It's warm me first though. Get this roll clean up, please.
You got a swim, bro. You gotta chase it.
Keep up and come through now. I'll get another one.
It's okay. I'll come and get you. It's quite easy. Just speak. Marieta, tipo, a Marieta, tá fito a Marieta, não é verdade.
Police with your people.
Kia ora, Chiefs. I am Uitara, son of Te Whare Mai.
İkinci katı çık orada uyuyacak.
Niye?
Orada sessizmiş. Ben ne diyorsun?